Thank you again for joining us to learn more about the Executive MBA at the Wisconsin School of Business. We're excited to tell you more about our recently redesigned program. So let's dive in. Today, the Wisconsin admissions team is here to present our recently launched Executive MBA. Let's begin by giving some background information. As a student at the Wisconsin School of Business at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, you're not only joining a learning community, but you're also a part of the legacy. And one of the most significant traditions we have here at UW-Madison is the Wisconsin idea. This is the thought that all we do at the university should not just stay on campus, but rather impact the state, the country, and the world. And this concept permeates the business school experience and lays the foundation for a collaborative community with a commitment to public service. And as the number 12 ranked public university and the number 1 ranked part-time MBA program in Wisconsin, we have over 470,000 alumni who are making an impact around the globe. The Wisconsin MBA is also known for its strong return on investment and valuable connections. When you join the Wisconsin Executive MBA program, you join a community of high-achieving senior leaders and executives. Throughout the program, you'll work collaboratively, share new perspectives, and support one another. And by graduation, you're sure to have gained new mentors, advisors, business partners, and friends. Having an inclusive classroom provides an opportunity to learn from different perspectives and prepare students to be effective team members, managers, and leaders within their companies and communities. And these are a few partnerships that the Wisconsin MBA program is connected with. As a Forte sponsor school, the Wisconsin MBA program provides support for women at all stages of their careers to enhance their business expertise. Additionally, Forte strives to increase the number of women applying to and enrolling in MBA programs by providing educational opportunities, networking and mentoring events, as well as professional conferences. As a yellow ribbon school, the University of Wisconsin-Madison has an agreement with the U.S. Department of Veteran Affairs to supplement the post-9/11 GI Bill when needed. We also partner with Reaching Out MBA or RAMBA to offer students access to a wide range of leadership activities and resources. RAMBA's singular purpose is to empower LGBTQIA+ students to become professionals who will lead the way to equality in business education, in the workplace, and throughout society. And finally, the University of Wisconsin-Madison was one of 3 founding members of the Consortium for Graduate Study in Management, a nonprofit organization that has promoted diversity in education and business for more than 50 years. The consortium provides a diversity network linking top-tier students, MBA programs, and leading corporations. Through our membership in the consortium, students of color at the Wisconsin School of Business have numerous opportunities to position themselves for leadership, connect with employers, and network with influential leaders. So now let's discuss the details of this newly redesigned Executive MBA at Wisconsin. First, this is a hybrid part-time program designed to help you make strides towards your next career step and fit seamlessly into your busy schedule. Classes meet online from 6 to 9 p.m. every Wednesday evening, and in-person classes meet 1 weekend per month, Saturday from 8 to 5 p.m. and Sunday from 8 to 4:30 p.m. This 18-month accelerated program allows you to get a world-class executive MBA while building a resilient network of executive-level leaders. And aligning with our commitment to lifelong learning, graduates from this program will have the option to take up to 2 non-credit badges free of cost within 5 years of graduating. So let's briefly look at how this 18-month program is laid out. You'll see that there are 4 modules: develop as a leader, run the business, grow the business, and transform the business. There are also 2 residency periods. During these residencies, you'll spend 2 weeks with your classmates on campus. In these immersive and collaborative residencies, you'll grow your executive presence through mentoring, coaching, and development experiences. You'll also dive deep into current business topics like sustainability, ethics, DEI, and technology, while establishing new professional and personal connections. So, as we mentioned previously, the Executive MBA graduates have 5 years post graduation to complete 2 non-credit badges from the Professional MBA program for free. And there are currently 9 badges offered, with entrepreneurship launching soon. Each badge will have 3 courses within the topic area and will follow the same course schedule as the Executive MBA. Badges are continuously being evaluated and new badges are added every year. So now let's take a closer look at what you'll discover in each of the 4 modules. In Module 1, Develop as a Leader, this runs throughout the entire program and concurrently with Modules 2, 3, and 4. In this module, you'll learn executive level leadership and management skills. Module 2, Run the Business, teaches you how to manage leaders of important business functions like marketing, operations, and finance. Module 3, Grow the Business, helps to develop strategies that will take your business to the next level. And finally, Module 4, Transform the Business, will teach you how to be an innovative and transformational leader in your organization. From 2022 to 2023, students enrolled in our part-time MBA programs reported a salary increase of 40% after completing our program. One of the reasons for these strong career outcomes is the high-quality career coaching available at the Wisconsin School of Business. As a student in the Executive MBA, you'll have access to the professionals in our Career Management Center who are available to consult with you on any aspect of your job search and career planning, even beyond graduation. The team will help you develop the personal and professional skills that will enable you to manage your career throughout a lifetime. These individuals will help you connect with employers, effectively utilize the Wisconsin Alumni Network, and aid in strategizing your career journey. And one of the key thoughts in the new Executive MBA program is the skills that got you to this point in your career aren't going to be the skills that get you to the next level. As such, be prepared to level up your leadership skills. You'll receive training in the Gallup-Clifton Strengths Tool, the 360-degree assessment, the leadership style assessment, and more. You'll also learn about how to find an executive mentor, the difference between mentorship and sponsorship, and how to develop your own personal career advisory board. Our new residency program emerged from a need from previous Executive MBA students who wanted more in-person networking and leadership development opportunities. The program consists of 2 residencies in your first year to help you get acclimated to the skills that will help you level up to the C-suite. These residencies were recently piloted with Executive MBA alumni and School of Business Advisory Board members. The first residency, which is in August, is during the very beginning of the program during Immersion Week. The residency lasts 5 days and focuses on examining your strengths as a leader and practicing how to execute your vision through effective storytelling. Additionally, in your first residency, you'll work on an executive presence and implementing organizational change. The second residency takes place in the spring of your first year. It's actually exactly halfway through the program. And this residency lasts 4 days and continues to build on your executive presence via your communication skills. Specifically, the residency focuses on crisis management and communication to executive boards. Additionally, during this time, you'll start to work on your capstone project. So now that we've talked about the curriculum of the Executive MBA, I'm going to hand it over to Randy to talk about the application.
Thank you, Jen, and thank you everyone for attending, taking a little time out of their evening to learn more about our Executive MBA. So you may be wondering what makes a strong candidate for admission in the Executive MBA at Wisconsin. First, all applicants will need to have a completed bachelor's degree by the start of their program. All academic and professional backgrounds are welcome. In fact, about 2/3 of incoming students come to us from outside of a typical business background. Our candidates have experience in engineering, healthcare, science, technology, education, and nonprofit work. As a student, this means you'll have a diverse group of individuals with whom to work throughout your educational experience. In our collaborative learning environment, teams are formed to make learning more personal and impactful. Team members engage in intensive academic work and case studies, building relationships in the process. The Executive MBA is a great fit for candidates with more work experience. In fact, the admissions teams begin to consider candidates with 10 years of professional work experience with 5 years in a leadership role. However, the average is closer to 17 years of work experience and 13 years in a leadership role. Let's discuss what's involved in completing the application. The essay is centered on your career goals and the reasons why you're seeking an MBA. The admissions committee wants to know why you have chosen to apply to your program of choice. How do you anticipate earning your MBA will affect your career goals? Candidates will be asked specifically to reflect on how the MBA will influence their development as a leader. When it comes to the resume, there's no required link for that component. As a seasoned professional, you probably have more information to share than which traditionally fits on 1 or 2 pages. Take your time and space you need to share your career journey, and be sure to highlight your leadership roles and responsibilities throughout the document. Your recommender will help the admissions committee better understand your current leadership style and professionalism. Typically, the best person you can ask to complete the recommender form is a current or former supervisor. You will also want to make sure your recommender receives an electronic form early in the process to allow them time to complete it. All candidates are required to submit a transcript of any undergraduate or graduate degrees completed. Consider reviewing your academic history to better understand how you performed as a student. The standardized test area, that's truly optional for your application. And I recommend speaking with a member of the admissions team about whether taking the executive MBA assessment is something you want to consider. Admissions interviews are by invitation only, with invitations extended after applications have been reviewed. Interviews will be with a member of the admissions committee. In order to be considered for merit scholarships for the Executive MBA, you'll be expected to complete 2 additional essay questions. These essay questions will be in the last section of the application and only will be required if you select that you do want to be considered for scholarships. The first essay will focus on allyship and how you've been an ally to others. The second question will ask you to explain how the scholarship will positively affect your future. If you complete these essay questions, you'll be considered for a merit award at the same time your application reviewed, and a decision will be made about merit along with your admissions decision. All right, let's discuss application deadlines. My general rule of thumb is to apply when you're ready, right? When you feel your application is the most competitive. There's no benefit to rush your application materials. Currently, the application for fall 25 is open, and we review applications as they come in. Keep in mind that the final application deadline is July 10th, and the application will be shut down at that time. It is a hard and fast deadline. Once you start the application, you're then able to work through the requirements at your own pace. Feel free to submit when you feel your application is complete as possible. Now, of course, you can learn more about Wisconsin's faculty and our collaborative, close-knit community by connecting with the Wisconsin School of Business. Here are a few ways to do that. You can schedule a consultation appointment to meet virtually with a team member of the admissions committee by Zoom or phone and discuss and address your specific questions about the program. You can also listen to webinars and podcasts like this one. We have new podcasts and webinars that you can access on our website. This will be a great way to review the material at your leisure. We can also offer live webinars with the latest information, so stay tuned to our website for more offerings. And lastly, of course, apply. The application for Executive MBA is open, as I said, and you'll be able to complete the requirements at your own pace. I'm now going to invite Jen come back, and we're going to address any questions that you might have. All right. Jen, are you there? Oh, there you are. All right.
Yes, I am here. Okay. I have not seen any questions yet. So while we are waiting for questions, I am going to put one link in the chat for our consultations. I am also going to put a link in the chat. We offer visit days for the Executive MBA where you can actually sit in with the current Executive MBA cohort. And so we have one coming up shortly. So let me schedule both of those. Randy, do you want to answer the first question? It just came through in the chat.
Yeah, executive versus professional MBA. What are the key differences between the exec MBA and the professional MBA for part-time studies? There's several key differences. I'm going to get into a couple, and I'm sure Jen will have a couple that she wants to share as well. One difference is the delivery method is similar. Wednesday nights on online, and then once a month in person. The size of the cohort is different. Um, fall 25, we should have between 50 and 60 professional MBAs. Fall 25, we would project somewhere between 20 and 30 executive MBAs. So there's a difference in the size of the classroom. There's also a difference in the length. 18 months for the executive MBA and up 24 for the professional MBA. Now, there's some differences in curriculum. Jen, do you want to dive into that a little bit? It gets
Yeah,
complicated.
I would say that's probably the biggest difference between the two
Yeah.
programs. They follow a very similar structure of the class in terms of that hybrid nature, but the professional MBA is about 50% core and 50% badges or electives. Because of that, they have a little bit more flexibility in choosing that second half of the program where the executive MBA is all that pre-described or prescribed curriculum, which is exactly why we're offering the badges free post-graduation for two of them.
Mhm.
The professional MBAs have, like Randy said, minimum 2 years, but they actually can go all the way up to 5. And so if you need
Mhm.
more flexibility, I can't take classes during a certain time period. Maybe you are a tax professional and it's tax season. Then, they have the ability to take time off. Where in the executive MBA, that's not as much of an option. So, and the other big difference is cohort makeup of the classroom. So the
Oh,
executive
yeah.
MBAs are going to be on that much higher level. Professional MBA average years of experience is 7. We require a minimum of 2. So it's a different level of student in the classroom. Some classes are very similar. If you're looking at accounting, finance, marketing, but the rest of the classes will be very different.
Mhm.
All
And
right.
I'm
So
not sure what the next question means, right? Do you?
I can understand it. So are the
Okay.
additional badges run in a cohort format where all 3 classes in the badge? Yes. So once you sign up for that business analytics badge or that marketing badge
Oh,
or strategic innovation, you are with the same students across all 3 classes. They run in a row. So they run on the quarter system like you have for work. So January through March, April through June, July through September, October through December. Usually I have a calendar when I do that. And so they run concurrently across, and you'll go 1, 2, 3, and you'll be with the same
mhm.
students. So they may not be the same students across badges, but in one batch, they're the same students. All right. So are there any new or popular concentrations or elective options for 2025 that are tailored to current business trends like AI or technology management? That's a great question. So there's no specializations or concentrations in the executive MBA. There is an AI class, which was just redesigned. I'm not sure I can go back in this PowerPoint, but there is an AI class and I can grab a curriculum link too. But there is an AI class in the executive MBA. It's just redesigned. It's brand new. In like our full-time program, we have a tech specialization. In professional, it has not been asked yet. So what happens in the professional MBA is every year the students get to vote on what they're interested in. And so that's how things like real estate came to be, consulting. Um, what's the next one? Entrepreneurship. And so those are all badges that have been asked for from our students. And so at the moment, we haven't been asked for it. We have just hired a bunch of faculty around that area, though. So it would not shock me if that is coming. So I'm putting the curriculum link. It's in module 4. So it's competing through AI, and they also have a digital strategy class that I haven't seen the actual syllabus or anything yet, but that could potentially have it too. So that module 4, transform the business, which has accelerating innovation, digital strategy, competing through AI and leading change, has the most updated curriculum of any of our programs and a lot of new classes. Other questions? Like I said, I did put that consultation link in the chat. I also put inside look in the chat. If you can't do October, we have one in December. Karen, can you put in the chat? Are you looking at executive MBA or are you looking at a full-time program?
Full-time MBA, yeah. Sounds like
Yeah.
full-time.
Yeah. So since this is for specifically executive MBA, I'm going to encourage you to schedule a consultation. Just because it's completely different requirements for our full-time MBA versus our executive MBA. And we're happy to go through that with you. But that link is just above in the chat.
Well, I think
Not
we
seeing
might get off.
questions.
Yeah, we'll get off easy tonight, Jen.
I guess so. I was saying, I'm sure people are hungry. They just got home from work. Oh, can I? Yes, we can voice over what a common weekend day looks like in person. Yes. So the way the weekend works, and I will throw this. Actually, the curriculum link will have this too. So on the curriculum link, there is a calendar that you can see. So classes are split up. You come in, you get breakfast, you get parking covered. And so you do your morning session. They'll have a short break about halfway through the morning, and then you do lunch. And so that lunch session, yep, lunch session with usually your team, and then same thing in the afternoon. You get a break halfway through. Every class is going to be different as to what their breakdown of, lecture versus group time is. So something like negotiations, I almost never see them in actually the full class. They're almost always in their teams. Something like finance or accounting, they're much more likely to be in the full classroom. All of
Yeah.
our classes are team focused. And so you're always going to have your team during every class, and you're going to be working with them in some way, shape, or form. But there's no specific, like, you have to be in your group projects for 3 hours and you're in lecture with the whole team for 3 hours. Like, there's nothing like that because our classes can change so much from one topic to another. I would definitely encourage you to come see Inside Look because you'll be able to actually sit in about a quarter of a class for that day.
And also, I'll have lunch with some current executive MBA students.
Yes. I also will say, we're still adjusting and learning. This program hasn't been here that long. It's our first cohort since COVID. So the redesign is brand new and the relaunch is brand new. So we have only gotten through not even a single class yet, just residency.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. So we are also still learning and things will adjust, and the students get the opportunity to really give feedback to our like student services staff. And that has really changed things across some of our other programs when, we learn, okay, this isn't working, let's redo it. All right. What placement or career development support is available for students?
Yeah, we did have a slide on the career development that's available that we can pull out. But I think we have career support. They're there for you throughout that 18 months program, and they'll even be there for you after. But I think what's important here, this is not a full-time MBA. Every student in this executive MBA already has a position and is a working professional. So, yeah, Kieran, again, I think, like Jen said, I think you're thinking about the full-time MBA.
Yeah, I would say for our executive students with career coaching, it usually looks a little different. There's so much of it built into residencies that it's actually usually more around your strengths, the 360-degree assessment, and those assessments versus how do I apply for a job? Because you usually are actually looking for promotions. That's more common. Doesn't mean you can't leave and we won't support you through that. We will. It's just not as common in an executive MBA. All right, other questions. I'm going to go to the next slide so people can probably eat dinner. If you have other questions, put them in there and we will definitely answer them. But on behalf of the MBA Master's Programs team, I'd like to thank you for your interest in the Wisconsin School of Business and spending probably your evening with us. We look forward to continuing the conversation and learning more about your unique goals and aspirations. And as a reminder, the application is open. We are reviewing applications as they come in. And if you have
Yeah.
any questions, use the email on the screen, the consultation link I put in the chat, or you can reach out to Randy or I directly. So I'm going to give it
Thank you,
just a
everyone.
minute to make sure we don't have any more questions. I don't want to miss any. All right. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your night, and please let us know if we can help in any way.
Thank you.